Being smart is not about always being right. It's about being willing to change your perspective and admit you were wrong. It's about seeing the same situation from a different angle. That's how we learn and grow. As there are many types of intelligence. I am intelligent from things but not for others. There are areas that we can be all intelligent because we are born unique. By giving students different ways to learn the content, students may enjoy learning new content in visual, auditory, or hands-on ways. Creating a variety of different activities for the lesson because a single uniform activity might not resonate with all the students. Let the students work in the way that it is best for them because there are some students prefer to work by themselves while others may work better in groups. Set aside time to focus on study skills and extra support that focuses on development of organizational and study skills. Offer different project options in a classroom because students with different learning style may prefer different objects. The survey entitled Multiple Intelligences of the Students in Tupas Elementary School, Grades 3 and 4 for the school year 2022-2023. So this is the results and discussion. For student number 1, he stand out in one area with a number of check of 8 under linguistic. For student number 2, he stand out in 3 areas with a number of check of 10 under linguistic, intrapersonal, and naturalist. For student number 3, he stand out in 7 areas with a number of check of 10 under linguistic, logical, mathematical, bodily kinesthetic, musical, interpersonal, intrapersonal, and naturalist. For student number 4, he stand out in one area with a number of check of 8 under linguistic. For student number 5, he stand out in 2 areas with a number of check of 10 under logical, mathematical, and spatial. For student number 6, he stand out in 4 areas with a number of check of 9 under linguistic, logical, mathematical, spatial, and musical. For student number 7, he stand out in one area with a number of check of 8 under linguistic. For student number 8, he stand out in one area with a number of check of 10 under linguistic. For student number 9, he stand out in 2 areas with a number of check of 10 under linguistic and spatial. For student number 9, he stand out in 4 areas with a number of check of 10 under logical, mathematical, spatial, musical, and naturalist. For student number 11, he stand out in 2 areas with a number of check of 9 under logical, mathematical, and spatial. For student number 12, he stand out in 2 areas with a number of check of 9 under logical, mathematical, and spatial. For the conclusion, based on the result, this survey revealed that most of the students in Tupas Elementary School, grades 3 and 4, excel in multiple intelligences. As a proof, some of the students stand out for which he got 7 multiple intelligences and some got 2 and 3 multiple intelligences. However, there are some who got only 1 multiple intelligence. For the recommendation, to students should be responsible what multiple intelligences do they have and how to excel on it. To teachers should help students to fully develop their multiple intelligences. To school should conduct activities and organization to help students improve and develop their intelligences. And for the parents should be aware how important multiple intelligences is to the lives of their children. And this is for the documentation. And before I will end this presentation, I will leave you with a quote. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. By Albert Einstein. This theory challenged the traditional notion that there is no single type of intelligence, sometimes known as general intelligence, that only focuses on cognitive abilities, as he believed that the traditional intelligence test did not adequately measure a child's intelligence because of his belief that intelligence was multifaceted, not a single construct. for the reason that we have individual experiences and genetic variations. Let's say, for example, one child may have stronger musical intelligence and mathematical intelligence, while the other may have stronger linguistic or interpersonal intelligence. This theory is important because it allows us to think about different types of mental strengths and abilities which may help us to recognize our own preferences. Albert Einstein is one of the great examples who excelled in multiple intelligences because of his career as an inventor that allowed him to recognize for his logical mathematical intelligence. This intelligence helped him invent many things including the light bulb and Einstein's refrigerator. He used his logical mathematical intelligence to find ways to create these inventions and theories. Without his intelligences, Einstein wouldn't have been the inventor, physicist, and philosopher of science that he became throughout his career. His works act as great examples of what logical mathematical intelligence can allow someone to do. It could be in a way of using creative writing, activities such as poetry or script writing, set up class debates, allow for formal speaking opportunities, and make sure that there are plenty of reading activities since they learn best by writing, practicing speeches, creating jokes, journaling, and reading, which is common for comedians, public speakers, and writers. It is beneficial especially for students aspiring to become scientist, mathematician, engineer, and accountant, as this enables them the ability to think conceptually and abstractly and capacity to discern logical or numerical patterns. This is highly useful skills and plays an important role in the lives of youngsters as this enables them to learn and make decisions that affect their way of life. One of the challenges that students with spatial intelligence might face in traditional classroom setting is difficulty in understanding when teacher is discussing without some visual aids, because the teacher is just verbally discussing. For this to be solved, teachers should provide visual aids while teaching for the benefit of students who have difficulty in understanding with verbal. Teachers can incorporate physical movement into their lessons to support students with bodily kinesthetic intelligence through activities that require physical movement like games, acting, dancing, sports, crafts, pantomime, etc. This movement serves as an aid to their memory and they remember movement from others as well as their own. People having this intelligence may seek out touching and manipulating objects while learning about them. Maybe in a sense, for example, you've become a teacher. You can use your musical intelligence in a way of using it in your discussion to make it more engaging, or in a way that if there is a singing contest in your school, you can teach your student the proper way of singing. That would be your edge against others that aside from being a teacher, you're also a great singer. Some of the potential benefits of incorporating multiple intelligences in teaching is it enhances student learning achievement, promote the motivation to learn that allows for interactive and differentiated instruction, supporting the development of student-centered learning that help them build their resources, build their self-training capacities, and develop their motivation for lifelong learning, which allows each of the diverse learners a chance to succeed at learning. To cater for the range of multiple intelligences in a diverse classroom, teacher must differentiate the teaching-learning process to create an inclusive learning environment. Creating differentiated and inclusive classroom helps teachers to more effectively meet the needs of all students. The application of Gardner's multiple intelligences theory helps to promote an inclusive environment by valuing that all individuals have strength in different areas. This promotes teaching and range of ways to cater for individual differences and ensure education is accessible for all.